Hello, this is Star Dragon. Welcome back to another video of Genshin Impact here. It's going to be a review for Albedo here. So for a character that's coming out in 3.1, it's just a rerun for her. So we're just going to do a review of him, basically. But before I get into the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you won't miss any more of my latest video like this one. You're going to hear it one more time here. There are like 83% of you that are watching my video that are unsubscribed, and there are only 16% of you that are subscribed and still watching. So if you unsubscribe, go ahead and just subscribe to my channel, because it also not only helps you out to get notification, also help me out, and for other participants of Genshin Impact and Blue Protocol and the Zone Zero, any person who are actually interested in the game. So yeah, just make sure you go ahead and subscribe. It takes like 5 seconds for you to hit subscribe and the bell. Then let's get into the video. So the video we already mentioned already who Albedo is, and so probably some of you guys are new that don't even know who Albedo is. We're going to go through a little bit. So Albedo is a knight, also one of the Knight of Favonius in Mondstadt. He uses a sword, a geo element. And he also a chief alchemist of in the Knight of Favonius team, working with Sucrose. That's who he is. You actually met him in you actually met him during the Dragon's Fight, so that's where you actually met him. That's where Rosalia actually exists too. So when you ascend him, he will increase more of a geo bonus damage. So he's basically more of a damage dealer than anything else. As you can see here. And his skill here is a Favonius Knight Blade Work, which is more like anyone else. So 5 executive strike with his sword, charge attacks consume a certain amount of stamina, can do unleash the 2 rapid strike. And plunge attack is just a mid-air impact to ground, deal an AoE damage. And this one, his elemental skill here, will actually summon a solar isolot. So this one also will create with skill with the Albedo defense there. This one, it will also deal geo damage to opponent. So in the following property of when summoning it, when opponent is within the field of a solar isolot, field take damage. That's which is his opponent. The Soul Icon will also generate a transmit a blossom that will deal AoE geo damage. That skill hit Albedo defense, and also can transmit it, generate also once every 2 seconds. But when the character is located into the Soul Isolot, will also accumulate a geo power. Will also form crystallized performance up to a character. But also will lift them up in the air, and also can do plunge attack damage after that too. It's considered one. But also only one can be exist at a time. So yeah, but the cooldown they're not that long. It only costs like 4 seconds. Every 4 seconds you can actually summon a new one, and endurance will last for 30 seconds. And yes, the transmitted damage will actually scale with how much Albedo defense is going to be. So it's only can deal damage in Albedo defense when it's transmitted power that deal geo damage. And elemental burst here. The elemental burst just only do a fatal blossom damage that will not generate by blossom, but will actually does a huge geo damage. It will always burst violently bloom when actually used. If the Solar Isolot is out on the field, yeah, it will actually deal a fatal blossom attack. Then that actually depends on too. So each of them can deal like up to like % of damage though. So that's why when you want to use your elemental burst, you want to always have your Solar Isolot up there. So in order to do it, cooldown is 12 seconds, so it's not that long, and the NG cost only is like 40, so that's a minimum. So I don't really think you need any NG recharge in order to do that, because it lasts for like 30 seconds, deal damage to an enemy. So basically you gain it back pretty fast. So path to tell number 1 here, when you craft any weapon, ascended material will have 10% of receiving double the amount. And path to tell number 2 here, when you if the soul isomod will actually deal 125% more damage to those who have your opponent HP below 50%. And past the talent number 3 here, using his elemental burst here, will actually increase his elemental mastery for nearby party number by 125% for 10 seconds. So he actually can be a support at the time too. And I actually going to go explain a little bit through that too a little bit. Constellation, I'm not going to go through in much of a constellation here, so it's not very important too much. But for you guys are wondering Albedo, I'm going to read through it a little bit here. Constellation level 1 probably Eden, increasing his entry recharge for when have a soul item mod in there. It's not going to be any big of a deal because he can gank back very fast. Constellation number 2 here, it can actually work because it also will deal more damage when using the elemental burst because due to our 30% Albedo defense will actually stack up for 4 times. Yeah, so that's useful. Constellation level 3 not going to be any much because it only increased an elemental burst by 3 and unlock the talent level 10 through 15. Constellation level 4. Only thing it's going to do is like when you summon when the soul isomod is going to lift up character up from the field will deal plunging attack damage increase by 30%, which is useful for Yao. That's actually one for a team comp. Constellation level 5 here, nothing special, increasing your elemental burst talent by 3 and unlocking your talent from 10 to 15. Constellation level 6 here, it actually, you might want that, but it said it also here. Any party number that are within the solar isomod field will be detected by a shield by crystallize have their damage increased by 17. That can be useful and can be also for as a support. In a matter of case, we can actually go through it and what kind of artifact you want to build for him. So you already heard Albedo is more of defense and he's more of a geo. So 2 pieces of geo in order to increase 15% of geo damage here. But you also can grab a 4 piece of it in order if you are building have a support. So 4 piece of it will actually also said that also crystallize reaction getting all party numbers by 35% bonus for that particular element for 10 seconds. That only works for him in that type of element and if he is a support. But if you want to build on damage, 2 pieces of it in order to increase more geo damage on him, and a 2 piece of Huts of a Dream can work too, but I recommend him building 4 pieces of it because if you have 4 pieces of it, it will actually increase more of his defense. That's why it's good for our build because he increased defense, and when defense increases by 6%, it also deals extra 6% of geo damage. It also gain courtesy stacks too, which also can last for a pretty long time because he have his elemental skill that only can last for like 30 seconds. So he can actually go up there already. So yeah, 4 pieces of this will be awesome for him. If I ever grab him, my friend have Albedo, so he knew this, so he already know what to do. I already thought in my head. And flower and feathers, you already know what the main stats are going to be. But for sub-stacks, recommend building defense or elemental mastery. Elemental mastery, based on him, it will be more of support. And for damage, defense will be one. Quick damage, I'll recommend it. Or unless you go for other way around, then yeah, I'll recommend just more building defense. It should be enough. For the stand of time one, you probably want to build him extra defense on that. Unless you're building the support, elemental mastery would be the best. For a cup, I recommend building a geo damage bonus. And yes, but elemental mastery will be good if you build a support. Same thing for a crown. So support will be elemental mastery, but this one will be a little bit different. If you build a damage dealer, they'll have more of a quick damage or quick rate, but if you want to, build more of the defense. You can go full on defense if you want to. But no matter what you build in the full on defense, it will skill with its attack too, and with its quick damage, quick damage with skill, even though you build him in defense, it's just going to do damage based on it too. So in either way, it will work. I will have substacks differently, but how I build him. But in a way, this is the way I would build him if I actually use him in a team comp. And for the weapon though, you guys should have a weapon for this one. I'm not too sure you guys still can get it right now after you play 1.4 or 1.2 actually I meant. So Cinnabar Spine, I actually detained it during doing the one of the quests. But I don't know, you still can detain it right now. I'm assuming not, because I only heard one of a sword you can actually get. It's called Festin Desire. That's what you can get from during the Dragon Spine. You don't actually really need it though, unless you want to deal more damage. But if you do, Cylinder Spine would be the best because it also increases defense. I recommend building them that. And the reason why is because also not only increases more her defense, it's also here elemental skill or damage also increased by 40% of defense. Will also trigger effective no more than 1.5 second clear and 1.0 and after the elements of skill deal damage. I cannot see any other weapon that will be better than this sword. If you guys do not have it, you can build a travel handy sword which it's actually a 3-star weapon. Sword weapon that also increases defense. Each orb particle will restore 1% HP, so that's not too bad. If you guys do not have anything else to build, you guys can make this one. This one you actually can craft from a blacksmith here called a prototype Rengar. So even though it's deal physical damage, he does feel well. He's not going to be in a physical damage way, but on hit though, normal charge attack increase attack and defense by 4% for 6 seconds, maximum of 4, can occur every 0.3 seconds. I'll say that actually going to be one of the best you can build for him so far. If you don't have any other weapon, I'm assuming that the Cinnabar Spiner you can actually still can get it, but I don't even think that you will be able to. But I'm not too sure because during the time the sword that actually exists, I had the sword. And I already have it right now because during that time, because that actually wanted the event, I'm assuming. So I'm more likely you probably not. If you did got it, even like past the event, then let me know. They might because they might change it already. I just don't know that part. So I want you guys to let me know if you guys did have it or not. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys actually think the video helpful, leave a like on this one. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell sign. And I will catch you all in my next video or my next live stream, man. Peace out, y'all.